NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play fake. Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
You see it?
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This is Howard on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You see it? You see it?
They come out here in the eye. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now. 1st and goal. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A give to Howard. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, Mariota lets it go for Nelson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Nelson's got it here right side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go play action. Mariota. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A handoff to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Flush to his right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Eddie Goldman able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Blue. Red, up.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Hey, gotta go. Hey, 18.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Howard with his sights on a 3rd straight 1,000-yard season to begin his career. Here's 1st and 10.
Red, up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Play action. Now Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They go play action. Trubisky, and the pressure gets to him again. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
They go play action here on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So we reach half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Now he's forced out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mariota steps away to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Mariota. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. James White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run. This is White. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. James White taking it in. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Here's a toss coming right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This time, Trubisky will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And now running right through it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Second down, Mariota. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They still can't get him. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play fake, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Trubisky to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Howard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota now on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, yeah. Had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'd be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Lock in, lock in.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman. Then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Mariota. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right?
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.